All right, folks, this is Senior Vice President Cecil Calliste, and we're continuing our theme, our 5 habits of success for building your 5 links OXZGEN business. We've already covered the first 2 habits in the last 2 videos, get and stay qualified. Number 2, create and maintain a list. So today, our 3rd habit that we're discussing is get and maintain 25 customer points. Get and maintain 25 customer points. Now this habit, this habit's so important. This habit is the habit that, unfortunately, I think when it comes down to us building and having success with this business, and I'll be transparent because y'all know how I do. I like to be real with y'all. Y'all know I'm not afraid to be real. One of the struggles that people are dealing with is they're dealing with issues with maintaining their points. So let's just talk about the industry. Let's begin with the industry before I go into how we do things and why we do things. But let's begin with the industry. Let's first talk about some of the top earners in the network marketing industry. So the top earners in network marketing are making money off of products. And I want you to understand that for you to build this business and build it correctly, you need to understand a few important aspects of how to build and have success specifically in network marketing. So let's begin with the basic, most important piece. You got to understand, for you to thrive and succeed in this business, that number 1, your most important customer, period, is you. You're your first customer. So let's talk about this for a second, because this is really critically important. Because if you don't understand that it begins with you, and that has to be something you teach as a system throughout your business, you'll miss everything. You'll miss all the opportunity. All the income that you want to earn just won't come to you. So if you aren't a product of the product, see, get that important piece. You need to try the product out and use the product and be your own loyal customer. Now I want to make sure I teach right habits. I don't want your business to be solely based upon your own consumption, but it should start with your personal consumption. How are you going to market something or promote something and you aren't even using it? What? How crazy is that? So it's pivotally important that for you to be able to share and talk about how amazing the product is and be able to help others to be inspired to want to try it out and experience it for themselves, and your story matters. So what's the product that you're using? What's the product that your friends, your family, your loved ones, they've all heard the story about how your products help change your life? It begins with you. So the first building block of getting those 25 customer points and then maintaining them is being your own personal customer. Now, you always hear us talk about flip your house, right? Flipping your house basically means that you're going to look at everything that we offer that makes sense for you to utilize, and you should be your own customer, right? I mean, that just makes sense. I mean, why would I buy from somebody else? I mean, if I'm paying Costco a fee every year for me to get discounts at Costco, why wouldn't I have my own Platinum Plus discount program that I'm paying for so I can benefit? Because it pays me to be a member, right? So you got to understand, whether we're talking about the text alert service, or we're talking about identity theft protection, because let's be real, for many of us, we're not thinking about it, but we've heard about ransomware that attacked our company. We've heard about other companies. It's the fastest growing crime in the United States. So why is it that you would go to some other company like LifeLock or whatever, when our service is better than theirs, by the way, and not buy it from yourself? So whatever we have in our portfolio that makes sense for your house, I'm not asking you to throw money away and buy or spend money on things that you don't utilize or you don't need. That's not what I'm asking you to do. I'll be very clear about that. But everything you can use for your household that can benefit your household, that works for your family, that we offer, you should be buying from yourself. If you drink coffee every day, you should be buying at least the amount of Vita coffee from yourself daily. If you're looking to save money and use a streaming service for your television, you should be using it from yourself as opposed to paying all the other streaming services first. If you're looking to improve your credit, you should be getting credit repair from yourself first. If you're already diabetic or pre-diabetic, or someone in your household is diabetic or pre-diabetic, instead of just using metformin or insulin, that person in your household, including you, should be using Captivita. And we all understand how vitally important CBD is. The problem that people have is that they feel they must have some terrible ailment or issue for them to use the product. You don't need to have a terrible ailment or issue. I mean, you should be shouting from a mountaintop that everyone you love, care, and know should be on the immune boost, because you just know it makes sense to strengthen and boost your immune system. But if you stub your big toe, you should have some PDQ to spray on it and say, guess what? I don't have any pain. But guess what? I was walking. How many of you walk through the house and you just walk in and all of a sudden you stub your toe? Man, it hurts so much. And I sprayed the PDQ and whoo, the pain went away, right? That should be what happens, because you should be a product of your product. But here's what's important to understand. People don't do what you say, they do what you do. So if you want true duplication in your business, then all of your partners should know that you are a product of the product and you use your own products and services. If you want to have something that duplicates all throughout your organization, it begins with you. So the first step in helping you to be able to get what you want to get as far as the duplication and the importance of getting those 25 customers knocked out is beginning with yourself. You've got to be your own customer. You should be on a bundle. And the reason why you should be on a bundle is because a bundle substantially drops the cost of the product. So if I just buy a tincture for me to use for myself each day, that tincture at my price point is $60. If I just buy a immune boost for me to use for my own personal health and well-being, that immune boost is going to cost me $65. Add on that taxes and shipping. So let's say that for whatever reason in your state, you're tax-free. Okay. But if you just order that product and it costs you $60, and we'll say, I'm gonna round it off and say it was $5 for shipping. Now that tincture costs you $65. If you bought the immune boost by itself, that product by itself would cost you $70, not including tax and shipping. I'm just talking about shipping by itself. Tax and shipping is more, right? But if I go ahead and I buy the bundle, well, the bundle is $99. It gives me more customer points. And then on top of that, here's the crazy part. $99, which makes my shipping free. And then on top of that, each of those items basically cost me $50 a piece. So right there, I saved money. And here's the deal. If I only use one of those items, then each month I have an incentivized reason to sell the other. If all I want is the immune boost, great. I buy the bundle, use the immune boost, sell the tincture. Because I would have to buy at least 12 tinctures to get that price point. But with the bundle, I can get it at $50, sell it for $90, I make a $40 profit. And that's if I don't add in my tax or shipping. So I want you to understand, think like a business owner. you should be on a bundle. You need to bundle up. It's one of the most important pieces. And I'll be honest with you, for ages at the beginning when we first started, because I really wasn't a product guy, I was like, I'm not telling nobody to bundle nothing. Shoot, now spending all that money is ridiculous. I get it now. I get it now. I understand the value. I understand the power of me being on the product. So I can share my story about gout. So I can share my story about high blood pressure. So I can share my story about my knees. So I can talk about how the product is improving my personal health and well-being. And the crazy thing is that I sold myself short because for years, I wasn't on the product. I didn't value it. But once I began to use the products, then I saw how it changed my life and improved my quality of life. And it means I come from a different place, different frame of reference. I could do a video on Facebook and talk about the fact that a mosquito bit me, and I could simply put on a little bit of the pain cream, and by the morning, the bite was gone. But it's because I have the products in the house. I'm a product of the product. I can keep trying it for different things. I can use now learning about, the fact that that massage oil that I use for my wife, because she gets massages from me on a regular basis, right? But then using that same oil, I can now use that to moisturize my scalp and my hair because I learned that it helps to stimulate the hair follicles. But if I didn't have it in the house, I would never have used it and tried and learned. See, there's so many things that we're able to learn from and utilize and benefit. It improves our quality of life. But here's the added benefit. We've already talked about it in one of the other videos, but then you get the free product with the bundle. It's an added benefit. So you get the free product with the bundles, which means that now you have more products that you can sell or try for yourself. And you may be pleasantly surprised to find out about how something that you try benefits you in a way that you didn't even know that it could. But you have to be a product of the product. You have to be your first customer. It begins with you to get these 25 customer points that we need to be able to share from a place of sincerity and passion and belief. It begins with you. And it doesn't need to be some like gargantuan, amazing, magnificent story. It just has to be authentic and real and simple, something simple that people can be like, I can relate to that. So you need to be a part of the product. So important. That's the first part of it. But let's talk about how we get these 25 customer points. The 25 customer points, as we know, just understanding, first and foremost, helps us to get that initial bonus when we first get started. So the reason why you teach the habit is because you need to help that partner get those 25 customer points done in their first 30 days so that they can actually get that 5 and 25 bonus. So you need to teach the principles so they understand the value of it at the beginning of them launching their business. That's why this is an important habit. So you start off, first of all, we talked about your starting 5, right? Your first 5 partners that join with you. But in addition to that, you also need to be able to get these 25 customer points so that you can get that bonus. So here's the key. And we'll get to more about the starting 5 later, right? Here's the key. First and foremost, you start with yourself. But next, what you're going to do is look for 5 friends, 5 family members, and begin to share. Now, here's the truth. When you first begin in this business, you don't know a lot about CBD, and that's okay. Here's the beauty of the system. The system, and this is what needs to be duplicatable for you to understand. The system allows you to have tools and resources. So let's go to that legacy app that we talked about in the last video, right? Understand, or I think the first video in regards to getting and staying qualified. You got this legacy app that's a phenomenal tool. In that app, there are a ton of videos that talk about products. So think about your friends, family, loved ones. The last thing we talked about was your list. You've made the list, and now you can go through the list of people that you know and care about, reach out and send them videos that talk about things you think that would be relevant to them. If you have a loved one that loves coffee and tea, go to the legacy app and share the video for that. If you have a loved one that you know that's dealing with aches and pains, Go to the Legacy app and share the video for that. If you have a loved one that's dealing with diabetes, go to the Legacy app, send the video for that. Whatever the person's dealing with, they have a pet or whatever it might be, go to the Legacy app, send the video for that. And the short video is how you begin the conversation. Using the short videos help you to be able to share and help others win. Help them benefit from the products. So they're curious. And again, this is duplicatable. No matter how much knowledge you know, you can share that short video. I could be a brand new partner that started yesterday, but I can share that short video with a loved one regardless, because I don't need to know a lot. The video does the talking for me. This is about creating a system of duplication. Anyone can share that. And in my opinion, everyone should be sharing at least 5 videos a day. Did you hear me? You should be sharing 5 videos from your Legacy app per day, no matter what. That's what you should be doing. Taking the time to share at least 5 videos every single day. On social media, by text message, by email, whatever, 5 videos a day is what you should be sharing. That's what you should be doing. You're in business. So you know my 5-2-1 game plan. First part of the 5 is 5 customer calls a day, right? So you should be reaching out to 5 people anyways, because that helps you to be able to build and get to where you want to go. So you should be focused on reaching out to 5 a day anyways. And that's either call or text. I encourage you to make some calls and at least send some text messages. But here's the cool part. The person watches that first video. And of course, they want to learn more. Here's the beauty. You have the short videos that are short, maybe a couple minutes long, that talk about the products. And maybe when you reach out to them with that information, it gives them all the information they need. But here's the cool part. If they want more information, there's a more detailed presentation on the products in the Legacy app. So you can send them the more detailed breakdown that goes into more information. And here's the beauty of our system. Once it's time for you to help close out that customer, don't be afraid to leverage the power of a 3-way call. Use 3-way calls to help you to achieve what you want. How cool is that? Leverage a 3-way call to help you win. Let someone else close the customer for you. Someone that's been in the business longer than you. If you know the information, you've already learned it, great. But for partners that are newer in the business, leverage a 3-way call to help you close out your customers. But here's the beauty of our system. If you can send the short videos, follow it up with the more longer detailed video. And by the way, the Legacy app tells you how much the person has watched of the video. So you know how much they've watched. You know if they watched the whole thing or 10 seconds, 10%, whatever it is. You can see how much information they've viewed. Because the goal of the first video is to pique their curiosity and whet their appetite. The second video will cause them to now get all the information they want and need in regards to either the individual product they're interested in or all the products, so that way they're able to then decide which products they're most interested in and can follow up with you to say, hey, I want this product or that product or whatever it might be, and now you can help them become a customer. But the goal in regards to getting these 25 customer points is to leverage the technology to be your friend and do the work for you so it's duplicatable. It's a system, which means you can use a tool to do most of the heavy lifting. The tools work in your favor. They help you win. And that's what you're focused on doing. Being able to help folks to understand what you offer. You can share your own personal passion and how much you love the products because you're using it yourself. But the beauty is that using the tools mean that you can duplicate all throughout your organization to help folks get customers. But in addition to that, we've got to leverage now product presentations in person as well. And we're finding more creative ways to do that. We have folks that are doing product, business showers. We have folks that are doing virtual pop-ups. We have folks that are doing just, live weekly product presentations. Like myself, I do it on Monday night, right? So we have different presentations that are happening, and you can position yourself to benefit. So Monday nights, almost 90% of the time, we'll have a presentation. Myself or someone else on my team will do a presentation on Monday evenings, and that happens at 7 p.m. Eastern. So you can leverage these presentations to invite, and then at the end of those presentations, there's a Q&A where you can get your questions answered about the products. How awesome is that? Leverage these opportunities to help you build your customer base. Now, here's the next piece I want you to understand. We offer a lot of products and services. And the truth of the matter is that you just can't be a master of all. So choose the products and services that most resonate with you. But let me give you a little tip. Don't only choose the products and services that you most connect to. You're a business owner. So think business wise. And here's what I mean by that. What are the products that have a 30-day usage, or there's 30 servings, right? That they'll be done every 30 days. And so your customer needs to buy a month after month. Build your business around customers that have to buy from you every single 30-day window, right? So they get on a subscription because they need the product every single month. Then in addition to that, look for things that people will need to use in perpetuity, right? So we're talking about, if a person wants to sleep well for the rest of their life, they're going to use our sleep support spray or sleep gummies every single day. 30-day supply, you're good. They'll use it every single month. Nothing to worry about. They'll keep coming back for more. Someone that loves the gummies because the gummies help them with whatever it might be. There's 30 gummies in the package. Great. They'll go through the gummies and buy it every month. Someone that has an issue with pain or anxiety or whatever it might be, they want the nano tincture or the regular tinctures, they'll use it every single month. A child that has ADHD or autism, their child will use it every day. It'll go through on a monthly basis. The immune boost, 30-day supply. The capsules, 30-day supply. You want to offer and focus in on things that people will use every day. And as a result, the habit of it and the subscription will be the focus. So how do you get folks on subscription? Because subscription is the keys to the kingdom, honestly, right? So think about it from this perspective. What you're looking for is you're looking to help someone to get on a 90-day transformation program. That's right, you heard me. 90-day transformation program. So when you talk to someone about using your product, you don't just say, buy this one time. You say, here's the deal. What I want to do is I'm going to help you on a 90-day transformation program. I'm going to work with you to help you use the product effectively and try it out. So let's get you on subscription for the next 90 days. If it doesn't work out for you, we can always cancel the subscription. But I'm going to work with you hand in hand, and we're going to help you just for the next 90 days so you can find the best right fit to help improve your quality of life. And you treat yourself like their health or success coach and lock arms with them the whole way to help them to fall in love with the product and use it. So the next 90 days mean that customer sticks. But here's the beauty. If you get them in the habit of using the product, help them get the results they're looking for. Because you might have to play with the dosing and help them try different things. You got to help them find the right solution to solve the problem they're trying to solve, right? And here's a word of advice. Recognize that you can't always help everyone. It's just a fact. So everyone's not going to have the same results, and everyone won't get the results they're looking for with CBD. Just is what it is. It's like anything else, right? So I want to make sure you understand that and go in with that mindset. But your goal is to work and lock arms with them to try to help them find the relief they're looking for, right? So once you help them to be able to use the product to some extent, then now you can help them either after 90 days continue with the subscription because they now are habitually using the products, or help them transition, right, to choose another product that would work better for them. But the goal is for you to help them find the right fit. So at the end of, or at some point in the 90 days, they decide, I'm good, I'm just going to stay on subscription for forever, right? Because you help them create change. That's why I call it a 90-day transformation program. Your goal is to help them create change and transformation in regards to whatever they're looking to seek to get change from, right? And that's the key. So that's your goal. That's what you're working on. Your goal is to help them get and achieve what they're looking for as well. And that will help you to get these sticky customers. Because if you have a customer that uses the product every 30 days, it's something they can't ever stop using because it helps them improve their quality of life, and you help them get on subscription, you have a sticky customer that buys from you every single month, that earns you income consistently, helps you have and keep that residual income. But here's the power. If you not only do it yourself and do it for your own customers, but teach your team how to do the exact same thing, then imagine what that does for your business. This 25 customer points, it's all you need for you to go all the way to the top of the comp plan. So if everyone understands that the 25 customer points helps them go all the way to the top of the comp plan, and they understand that this is what can help them to be able to generate and make income, because think about it. If I have 25 customer points, some of them are for myself, but I have other customers outside of me, then that helps me cover the cost of my multimedia bundle. That helps me put some money in my pocket. And what it does is it helps me to actually position myself to actually have a profitable business. So the 25 customer points help you be able to take advantage of the full gamut of being promoted through all the positions of the company. But the key behind making sure that you and all your partners have the 25 customer points is that it's a win-win. It helps you as the upline or as the partner that's focused on building your business through the ranks, be able to maintain your position, but it helps your team members and yourself to make sure that you're generating and making income. So this is a vitally important piece. You get the 25 customer points to start to get the first bonus, and then you maintain the 25 customer points because it's going to help you to build your business, to generate and make income, and go after your goals. And it's a great start towards getting into the 250 CV club, right? So you want to position yourself to leverage all these different resources to help you get what you want. But I want to make sure you understand this important principle. Yes, you are your own customer, but do not have your business just based upon your personal spending. Your goal is to be profitable based upon having real customers. Your goal is to build a customer base. We're about to go into the holiday season, and no matter when you watch this video, this may be something that you watch now. It was about to be the holiday season some other time. The goal is that you need to position yourself to build and capture as much market share as you possibly can. So your goal isn't just to have a minimum of 25 customer points. That's where you start. Repeat that again. Your goal isn't just to have a minimum of 25 customer points. Don't focus on and master the minimums. Understand the minimums are the beginning. It's the minimum. At some point, you should have 100 or more customer points in your book of business. That should be the norm for you. That should be what you have every month. That should be your consistent what you have, because customers buy from you repeatedly and you continue to build your customer base and capture market share. Because every customer you capture isn't just a customer that pays you and generates income for you. It's a customer that, if you help create transformation, can lead you to hundreds of other customers as long as you help them get satisfaction. Referrals are your most powerful resource. So your goal is to tap into your customer base and build a customer base for the purpose of them referring people to you. So as you're looking to acquire customers, number one, make your customers happy. Number two, don't be afraid to ask your customers for referrals, because those very same customers will be happy to refer people to you and say, hey, based upon my experience, here's my cousin, here's my aunt, here's my friend. They'll refer folks to you. But number three, don't be afraid to upsell and invite your customers to try new products. They've already had a great experience with one product. Encourage them to try the coffee, to try the tea, to maybe get the pain cream if they're already using the tincture, or to get the PDQ spray, or if they're working out, try the Blast Performance, or they want the Go Baby tea. Excuse me. Sorry, allergies. Fall leaves, right? But you want to make sure that you're being strategic because helping to upsell and help us customers to buy more from you adds more customer points and gives more opportunities for them to share how great the product is. That's the beauty of this. That's what you're doing. You are building a business. Again, your focus is to capture market share. So important. So pivotally important. So as you're sitting here and you're thinking about how you're going to build and how you're going to focus on expanding this customer base, I want to make sure you're thinking about and you understand that you just need to be intentional, because customers are the lifeblood of every business. Repeat that again. We oftentimes forget that. Customers are the lifeblood of every business. You need to focus on building your lifeblood to your business. And one of the easy ways to do that is to say, I'm going to hit the 250 CV club every month. It's a simple goal that you can focus on. After you've got the 25 customer points knocked out, then something that keeps you in the game and continues to help you stay fresh and add new customers, every month, go after that 250 CV club. Make that a goal, because it's a simple benchmark that you can focus on and you can teach your team members to focus on, that will help to maintain and keep a new, fresh influx of customers coming into your book of business. You own a business. And because most of us treat it like a hobby, then we don't treat it like the business that it really is. We don't value it like the business that it really is. We don't recognize the power of the business that we have. So the things that we do are vitally important to help us to be able to make certain that we are able to intentionally, hear my words, you know I use that word intentional all the time, intentionally build our customer base. Intentionally build our customer base. So again, habit number 3, get and maintain 25 customer points. It's a habit that you have to build for yourself that helps you to build your business successfully, but also that you can teach and have your team members understand the value of it, so you're able to have and build an expansive customer base. So real quick, let me just give you a couple more tips that I think will be helpful as you're going after this. We're going after customers. We're trying to make sure that we're acquiring customers. What are some things that we can do to make sure we acquire more customers and we're more intentional, right? Well, first and foremost, you see me wearing my shirt, wear your swag, right? Make sure you're doing things to help you to be able to let people see you. So you're out there wearing shirts that say CBD so people can ask and inquire about it. It works. Do pop-up shops. And don't mistakenly think that a pop-up shop is all about you just selling at the moment and the place and the time. A pop-up shop is bigger than that, because if you're intentional, you'll have some samples, but before anyone samples anything, you'll ask them to sign up on your sign-up list. So for them to sample and try the product out, they have to sign up and give their name, number, email. Because your goal is to capture potential customers for the future, right? So you do pop-up shops because you'll meet new people, give folks a chance to try out stuff, because, you know, like I said, Costco, you know, you go to Costco and you try the stuff out and you want to buy it, right? You know, I see the same thing at Whole Foods too, right? So you want to go, people try it out, they experience it, they want to purchase it, right? But then on top of that, you expose yourself to new people that you can put onto your list of potential customers that are outside of your network, outside of your warm market. So the pop-up shops are great. Now, going back to that list, remember the list, it's supposed to be everyone that knows you by name or face. So you have the list. So now you need to make sure that everyone that knows you by name or face, hence the reason why I'm saying at least 5 a day, right? You're going through that list, bare minimum, at least 5 calls a day. Shoot, at least 5 of those legacy app messages you send out per day, because you need everyone that knows you by name or face to know that you're in business and know if they want to get high quality premium CBD products, you're the person they talk to. So everyone that knows you needs to know that you offer this product. So you need to leverage going through your list to share and let people know that. But the same thing goes for social media. You need to make sure that people see you posting and sharing information on social media so they know that you offer CBD products. Talk about the problems and issues you can help solve. Now, real quick, let me go back to the call. So I think this is important. Talk about problem solve. When you're calling and talking to people, you know, you call people and the first thing they say when you ask them, how are you doing? Oh, I'm great. Things are fantastic, right? When's the last time you called someone, they said, yeah, you know, my back's been bothering me and, you know, I'm having headaches. And that almost never happens. You know why? Because we've been taught not to complain. So when you call and reach out to folks and check in with them, don't be afraid to ask important questions. Like, hey, you know, I'm not sure if you know, but I'm a health and wellness coach. I'm just curious. What are a couple ailments or issues that you've been dealing with lately? You know, we're all in this pandemic, and I know all of us are trying to make sure we're protecting ourselves and we're not having any concerns with this crazy virus, but are there any other health issues that you've been struggling with? You know, because a lot of folks I know are dealing with a lot more things in this pandemic. How about you? Or, you know, would it be okay if I tried to help you improve your quality of life? You know, what's 2 things that I could help you to be able to improve in regards to your general health and your well-being? I'm just curious. Right? So you want to ask questions of your friends, family, and loved ones. First and foremost, I want to be real clear, because a lot of times what we do is we try to bomb what we're doing on people is throw up on them, right? And spam them, and we send a boatload of messages without first checking in. So you want to check in with folks, have conversations, catch up with them, and let them tell you what they need from you, how you can help them. Ask the questions. How can I help you? Find out what you can do, because people won't tell you automatically that they're dealing with sciatica. People won't tell you. If you might have to ask about their sleep, because people oftentimes won't say they're having problems with sleep. So I oftentimes say, hey, I'm just curious. Are you having any issues with, I'm kind of checking on my friends, family, and loved ones to see if I can help them. I'm on my health and wellness journey right now. So are you having any problems with sleep, with anxiety or stress? Any issues with either diabetes or pre-diabetes, any issues in regards to your gut health, or any issues in regards to pain? Like, I'll go through and kind of throw these things out there. That way the person will be triggered to think about it in regards to themselves. And the exact same thing that I'll do in regards to asking for referrals. Do you have any loved ones or friends or family that are dealing with, and I'll go through the list of things that I'm focused on. Again, it goes back to focusing on who you're trying to serve. Once you know who you're serving, then you can ask questions about who you want to serve, and people will then be like, oh yeah, my aunt, my cousin, whatever it might be, right? Because of the fact that you're able to ask and offer how you can serve them and help them to be able to improve what they're doing. And then one last thing that I think is important, the power of sampling. Now, I talked about the samples that you get when you do a pop-up, but you know, our app, this legacy app, has this amazing capability for us to send samples. So use it, invest the money. It's like $9 a sample, which first of all is an amazing price point considering how much it costs for you to do it if yourself. If you bought the PDQ sprays, it's like $16 or something like that for you to buy it for yourself, the little mini ones. So you can buy it for $9 through the app and send a sample for somebody, and that covers the cost of shipping, packaging, everything. All you have to do is pay the $9. So you should be sampling at least once or twice a month, bare minimum. You should be sending somebody a sample. Somebody should get a sample every month. Why not? Because obviously it makes sense for people to try stuff out. And here's the deal. If you give everybody a little trial size of that PDQ spray and they experience it, well, shoot, if the spray helps the little things, they're going to be that curious to learn more about what the tincture can do for big things, right? And that's the goal. Get people to try stuff out, experience it firsthand, and by doing so, you increase your odds of you being able to simply be able to build your customer base. Because people try stuff out all the time and then fall in love with it and decide they want to keep it and buy it and get more, or whatever it might be. All right? So just a few things that hopefully can help you to be able to build your customer base. There's a ton more. I could be here all day, but I just wanted to give you some things because these 25 customer points are a vitally important foundational component to building your business effectively. Not just building it, but effectively. And that's the part that people miss. They don't understand that you need to be intentional about the right building blocks to take your business to the next level. And that 25 customer points is pivotal, not just for you, but for you to teach to your team. So everyone is focused on the same thing. They understand why they're going after it, how it helps them, what it can do to help them build their business, and why it's not just kind of important, but essential for them to be able to achieve the goals they want with their business. Because when you have 25 customer points that at minimum are going through your business, you'll have a few superstars that come up that'll all have 100 customer points, and all of that works to your benefit, right? Imagine having partners that have 100 customer points and you're going for ND. How does that change the process for you getting it done, right? And that's the beauty of it. Or you're going for SVP or diamond or platinum or gold or all these different positions. You have all these things that help you to get to where you want to go when you help others to win. So leverage all these tools, because I wanted to understand the biggest mistake that people are doing right now in this business is that they're not recognizing that a new partner starts and a new partner does not understand the intricacies of the product portfolio. So they can't do it themselves. So give them the tools and the resources to help them win by offering product presentations yourself, or directing the product presentations, or leveraging the product videos and things that are in the app, and being available to help them do three-way calls to help them close their customers. When they first get started, help them get these customers closed and find some sticky customers, some folks that can use Captivita, that can use the tinctures, can get the sleep support stuff, that can use things that they'll buy every single month. Help them get that done early on in their journey. And by helping them get that early on win, it'll then help duplicate throughout their business and help them to be able to achieve what they want to achieve. So that's our third habit. Get 25 customers and maintain those 25 customer points. All right, this is Cecil Calliste, and I hope this is helpful. God bless.